Yo, it's a new year. It's a new president. Will we have a new trend? Let's talk about it using technical analysis. It's Stocks and Hip Hop. Peace. Welcome back to the channel. Thank you for the patience. I know I took a nice long time off. Just to let y'all know, health is wealth. Make sure that you always take the time off. This social media stuff is cool and all, but yo, just escape every now and then. It's not worth it. But yo, let's talk about what's going on with the market, right? We got a brand new president coming in, and the market is starting to act shaky. So we're going to use some technical analysis in order to help you understand what can potentially happen here. And you know what? I'm here to help you because a lot of y'all have struggled with using technical analysis, and I'm going to show you how to do it very, very simply. I had that same struggle once I started making the simple applications to things that I'm going to show you. It became much, much easier. So if you're tired of the old way of how this has been done, this is a fresh new way to do it. So let's get it. We got brand new year, right? Normally I do this when the market is inactive. Today, I'm live in it, baby. We are looking at the market as it is right now for this Monday. All right. So S&P right now is hovering around this 5,780 area. And we've been doing that for quite some time. So take a look at the trends, right? Brand new president, Donald Trump, is going to be inaugurated, I believe on the 17th. That's what it is. One of these, I forget what it is. Anyway, about a week away from now. Will the market react a specific way? Right now, the market is starting to flash some signals that it would like to pause. We've had a very, very long uptrend. As you can see indicated, the S&P has been bouncy for quite some time. But if you take a look right here, we have our very first violation that we've seen in a very long time. The entire year of 2024 was continually up, and this year is starting off down. So where can we go from here? Let's talk about it. Let's get our two price targets. Right now we have our first break. The 20-day moving average is broken. Typically when this happens, we fall to the next level of support and or the 50-day moving average. So price target low side right now is 5,600. Yeah, we're talking about some volatility that can come back into the market and actually push this down further. So we got 5,600 as our downside target. Upside target is if we continue to pace along around this 5,700 area, which is actually lower than where we're at. So let's get higher. Right now, upside target right now is getting close to around that 6,000 area if we do continue to hold in this area. So downside target is 5,600. Upside target is for it to get back to around that 6,000 area if it can maintain. That is S&P. Let's talk about what's going on with the Russell. We use ticker IWM. IWM is right now hovering around $214. And as we take a closer look, we can see that we've had our push higher to around that 245 area and has since fallen. And as I indicated with the S&P, this closed below the 20-day moving average, and usually that will signal a move lower. So where can we go from here? Let's talk about those two price targets. Remember, we keep it simple. The downside target, we are hitting it right now. As I indicated before, you usually will move down to the 50-day moving average, and this is where we are touching currently. So we are at our downside target. Downside target right now is around this 210 to 215 area. We want to stay close around here in order to maintain these levels, in order to get stability. If we get that stability, then we can continue to move forward and see if the market can rebound. Upside target, right now we are touching that. And if this thing wants to get bouncy, it wants to get back to around this 220, because you can see clearly this has been a sticky point. This is why we make it very easy. We look to see historically, where has the market performed before? Where has it been? And we can see in this 220 area, it has hung out there before. It's a popular hangout. The price will likely go back to where the price was hanging out before. So 220 is our upside target. Downside target is if we do slip below this 50-day and touch around this 210. Let's go along to what we got for the Dow. And you know what ticker we use for that. Actually, we're going to move it on because we typically use the $ INDU, but we're going to use the diamonds today. So DIA is what we're going to use today since the market is live, and we're going to use that just for the purposes here. DIA is at 419, and we'll say 419. And you can see the same action going on here, right? Closer look, zoom in, we can see that we have broken below that 20-day moving average. And that's always a signal. It's always a signal for at least a slowdown. So where can we go from here? Let's go ahead and take a look, right? 50-day moving average is around this 410, which would put it around Dow is around 41,000. So Dow 41,000, DIA 410 is the potential price target if we do continue to slip lower. Because of this break, this is what I'm looking at, volatility entering the market where puts could have their day. Upside target is if this does hold, we come back to recover to where we just fell from. This large candle here could signal at least potentially for where it can get back to, which is around that almost 430 area. So diamonds 430, 410, which translates to the Dow at 41,000 or 43,000. All right, and lastly, let's go ahead and take a look at the leader of the pack, the Nasdaq, and we've always used ticker NDX, and we can see right now it's around 20,000. We'll just round up 20,600 just to say that it's closer to that. And if we go in a little bit more, this is protecting around its 20-day moving average. You can see that it has not respected it as much in the past, so we cannot give it that much because it has closed below it before and rebounded and come back up to it. So this doesn't hold as much weight as the other charts. However, it does show that it has gotten close to there and we have some potential. So where can we go from here? Let's talk about our two price targets. First thing that flashes in front of me is we have a bearish engulf. Okay, we have a bearish engulfing candle pattern. This is a signal of, once again, at least a slowdown in the price action. This could signal a slowdown in the price action, and we are testing out. If you have two things happen, a slowdown in the price action, which is this could be that, and then a break of support, those are your two signals for another move lower. And we don't have that clearly just yet because our support, as you can see, is kind of clustered in this area. This is around this 20,000 area. So if we break 20,000, then we will look for the market to continue to move lower. So downside target is ding, 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 20,000. 20,000 for the Nasdaq. And then our upside target is if we can regain some footing here and get back to around this 21,000 area, because this is where we recently fell from. So let's go ahead and wrap up what we're talking about here. The markets are showing some stagnation right now. New president coming in, new year, could be some simple profit taking before the new year begins. Could just be that. And we're right now waiting on confirmation signals happening. So the S&P has already flashed a signal that it could slow down with a close below its 20-day moving average. IWM has done the same. However, it is now showing it is at its 50-day moving average and starting to show some type of life where it's bouncing. We want to see a base form there. We got the Dow. The Dow right now is also signaling that it has closed below its 20-day moving average. I'll also reference that this is all on the weekly chart. 20-day moving average closed below it. It will likely move down to its 50-day moving average in order to show some signals of stability there. And then the Nasdaq historically has shown right now where it has closed below its 20-day moving average and also kind of came back. So we can't give it that much validation based on that chart. However, we can say that it has moved lower and we've seen a bearish engulf candle formation. And that right there could be the signal of at least a slowdown. So right now, markers are showing that it is at least attempting to just slow down. We haven't had a massive move from its highs, and we are showing some signals right now that things are at least slowing down. What do you think Donald Trump will do for the stock market? Everybody right now believes that it will continually go up. And that is based upon his presidency before, where the market continued to move higher. I find it funny that a lot of people gave Trump that credit. However, they have given Biden zero credit for the continual market move that is gone. But regardless of all of that, what do you think that Donald Trump is going to do for the stock market this time around? Go ahead and put your comments down in the comments below and let's talk about it. New episodes of the podcast are out. I am working myself to get back into the rotation of things. Like I said, I've taken a nice long break. Just things have gone on. And once again, take your time. I like social media. The only thing I hate about social media, this is me just being real with you, is that it drives people like me to try to make you watch so much content all of the time. I want you to just take a break. You don't have to watch content all the time. Watch content when you desire to. I'll continue to make it for you, but you watch it at your own leisure. Please do not spend so much time on these phones. They're out to get you, but regardless of all that. Anyway, health is wealth. As you can see, I love talking about that. Make sure you take care of yourself. Get your exercise, drink your water, and spend time with people that you love. That's why I say get off of this stuff as much as possible, because your body, everybody else around you, we all need these three things. So make sure that you do these weekly as much as possible. All right. And I will catch you in the next video. Peace.